Thank you, Mr President. I rise today to speak briefly on behalf of the Greens in support of this motion. The first International Day of Rural Women was observed on the 15th of October 2008. Established by the United Nations General Assembly in late 2007, this day is dedicated to the recognition of the critical role and contribution of rural women, including Indigenous women, in enhancing agricultural and rural development, improving food security and eradicating rural poverty. The theme for 2022 focused on rural women cultivating good food for all, highlighting the crucial role that women and girls play in ensuring the sustainability of rural households and communities and how they impact food systems around the globe. From food security for their communities, building climate resilience and strengthening economies, rural women work tirelessly to feed families all over the world. The United Nations Women made this statement on the 2022 International Day of Rural Women. This day offers us the opportunity to commit to a different way of organising our world, to build on the vision of the feminist plan and on the outcomes and multi-stakeholder commitments of the recent United Nations Food Systems Summit, so that rural women can benefit equally from their productivity with good food enjoyed by all. South Australian women have played and continue to play a pivotal role in our achievements as a state. Yet our regional and rural women here in our state, gender equality, inequalities including discriminatory laws and social norms, combined with a fast-changing economic, technological and environmental landscape, restrict their full potential, leaving them far behind men and the women in their urban counterparts. The limited access to employment, training and services, along with small populations and the need to travel long distances, greatly impacts these women. As a result, workplace opportunities in regional and rural areas are typically fewer and less diverse than in urban Adelaide. When we talk about women's inequality, gendered violence, women's economic insecurity and a lack of representation in leadership, we know these inequalities are exacerbated in rural, regional and remote areas. We also know that these communities face urgent crises from natural disasters, supply chain pressures, business closures and production moving overseas. These financial pressures affect employment, education, health and family violence rates. Governments need to pay attention to the needs of rural women and invest in them, pursuing their political and socio-economic empowerment while also supporting their full and equal participation in decision-making at all levels. This means them being taken into account in their policies when developing specific assistance programs, advisory services and designing laws to ensure that regional and rural women are accorded full and equal rights. I am delighted that this motion allows us the opportunity to highlight the contribution of outstanding rural women. As a girl born of the Bogan Shire and a daughter and a granddaughter and a great-granddaughter and a great-great-granddaughter of rural women, the annual Rural Women's Award seeks to empower and celebrate the inclusive and courageous leadership of rural women across Australia. These women are encouraged to apply with a project, business or program that has positive impact on rural and emerging industries, businesses and communities. All states and the Northern Territory have the opportunity to nominate their own finalist. In 2022, the South Australian finalist was Robin Verrill, an inspiring woman from Keith. She was recognised for her work as a director, founder and business advisor of Care to Country, an Aboriginal-owned and operated food supply company bringing high-quality and affordable meat into First Nations communities in South Australia and the NT. Robin's goal is to reduce food insecurity and increase food affordability in rural, regional and First Nations communities in our country. Robin grew up in a family of 6. She notes her parents encouraged 2 things: community and fairness. When she was first nominated, Ms Verrill explained that 500 grams of mince can cost up to $70 in rural, regional and First Nations communities. But Care to Country, K-E-R-E to Country, was able to offer better quality meat at a cheaper price. Robin told the ABC in October last year, "When I didn't have money to give to the schools for all the things my mother said, well, money's not always important. You'll find if you give more of your time, that's more valuable. If you identify a problem, try and be part of the solution." Her achievements are truly admirable, and I look forward to watching her continue to make positive impacts for First Nations communities. I also acknowledge the work of the other finalists representing a broad range of industries, including food security, agriculture, research and diversification of the bluefin tuna industry, and I congratulate the 2022 finalists from South Australia, Lakina Lucan from Port Lincoln and Stephanie Lunn from Jamestown. Both women continue to make absolutely outstanding and ongoing contributions to their communities and non-profit work. I look forward to continuing our celebration for our rural women, leading the charge in so many sectors, deserving our admiration and our respect and all the support that this Parliament can give them. With that, I commend the motion.